Hey everyone, Loot Crate supplied us with this stuff to tell you about their new service. I mean, you guys probably already know about Loot Crate, right? It's got cool stuff like the AVP statue thing. It's got t-shirts in it. You always know about your t-shirts. You can get yourself a beanie, like this particular one that shows Daredevil, and you can flip it to be Punisher, which is what I would do. And you get yourself a cool wallet like in this. We already know about that though, right? I already subscribed to Loot Crate myself. Well, guess what? Loot Crate now has a t-shirt service called Level Up. You can get yourself socks, wearables, t-shirts, accessories. There's 4 different options. You can get this awesome shirt that I'm wearing right here. You can get this awesome shirt that is actually really cool. It's a long sleeve, but it's the summer, so I don't know why they came out in the long sleeve for the summer, but it's a Captain America versus Iron Man shirt. Awesome stuff like this. If you just go ahead and pop in the promo code COMIC2, or if you click the link down below, it'll bring you to where you can subscribe for this stuff. It's awesome, isn't it? Let's go ahead and move on over to the top 10 Superman variations video now. Today we're going to be going over the top 10 alternate universe depictions of Superman. I wanted to tell you all of them, but they seem to make more of them every day, and this list is already massive. Also remember, this is my list, yours might be in a different order. The whole idea of alternate universe depictions of Superman involved the DC multiverse, which basically means small or large changes have happened to a character's life, changing who they are. A great example of this is number 10 on our list, which is the idea of what if Superman was found by John and Martha Kent, who in this world are farmers and an Amish couple. They decide that he should hide his gifts and remain in hiding. Without Superman to lead the Justice League or be the first superhero, it was actually Hal Jordan who was considered the strongest, and he leads the league. Perry White is leading an anti-metahuman campaign with Lex Luthor and a paraplegic Oliver Queen. It's an entirely different DC world than the one that we're used to, and those are typically the best. The ones that bring the powers and the characters you know, but puts them in a different alternate world of intrigue and mystery. Number 9 is Superman speeding bullets. This one answers a few questions DC fans have always had. What if Batman had powers? And what if Superman was found by the Waynes? In this universe, the ship crash lands and is found by Martha and Thomas Wayne. They decide to adopt Kal-El and name him Bruce. The Batman story still plays out, in which Thomas and Martha are gunned down in the alley one night, but in this world, Bruce hits the mugger with his heat vision and learns that he has superpowers. Since he couldn't save his parents, he decides to hide his powers in shame, until eventually he is needed to step up and become Batman. The lore of Batman and Superman are mixed together at this point, with Lex becoming the Joker and Lois still getting to know Bruce/Batman. Number 8 is Superman, Last Son of Earth. We mentioned this in one of our Lantern Superman videos, but it follows the same concept of what if Superman was another superhero. On this world, Clark is the son of Jonathan Kent and Earth is about to be destroyed. So he makes a rocket to carry his wife and his son into space, but his wife decides to stay with Jonathan, so Clark has to go alone. Eventually, the ship lands on Krypton and Jor-El adopts Clark. Sooner or later, he comes across a Green Lantern ring and he saves Krypton, and then he learns that Earth wasn't destroyed, so he returns home as a Lantern and adventures ensue. Number 7 is All-Star Superman. This is a 12-issue reimagining of the Superman character. The idea behind it is the ability to tell stories of Superman without being constricted by DC's current storylines. What Grant Morrison did was tell the story of the end of Superman's life. He is dying for reasons that I won't reveal here and wants to fulfill his bucket list. This leads to a 12-issue storyline in which he reveals his identity to Lois, gives her powers, gets Lex Luthor sentenced to death, and a whole bunch of other things that happen before Superman dies. It's definitely a unique take on the Man of Steel and one of my favorites. Number 6 is the Superman that is in Dark Knight Returns. Now in this universe, heroes like Batman are 55 and the world has gone to crap without people like him to stop it. Superman has decided to side with the US government and is basically doing their bidding. It's an interesting take on Superman. It's a story of what if someone as powerful as him became a weapon for the US. While this Superman despises what he's become, he feels that there is no other option for him if he wants to save people. Number 5 is Kingdom Come Superman. In this world, Joker killed Lois and someone else killed him for his crimes. Superman is in disbelief that the public is embracing this new killer as a hero, and due to the death of Lois, he decides to retreat to the Fortress of Solitude. He hides there for a decade, only to come back when the world is slowly crumbling. He then has to rebuild the Justice League and the views of what is a superhero. Number 4 is Flashpoint Superman. Now this is probably one of the most unique takes on the character outside of that whole Amish thing I mentioned earlier, but that's why I like this version. The idea behind this one is the government found the alien known as Kal-El, and not knowing who he was or what he was, they locked him up deep underground away from sunlight. Without the sun to power him, he never learns that he has powers until Barry Allen frees him and he learns what he can do. Number 3 is Red Sun Superman. Now in this world, Superman landed in Russia and he was raised by Joseph Stalin. It's the same idea as Superman being the US's weapon, but in this world, Superman works for communism and battles against the rebellion led by Batman. It also has an amazing twist on his origin that's revealed at the end, but I don't want to spoil it because there are so many reasons why people should love this story, and that's just one of them. Number 2 is the DC animated universe Superman. You didn't think I'd throw a TV TV show version on here, did you? Now this is the one that I grew up with, the one from the Batman and Superman adventures and the one that was used in the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited TV shows. So I'm a little biased since I grew up with this Superman, but he's basically all of the best elements of the character's 60-year history up to that point. And they put it into one super duper man. This is also the one where Lex is an evil business tycoon, his parents are alive, and he was never Superboy. I love this one. Number 1 is the Injustice Superman. While this guy is just downright evil, he won't cross that final line. In this universe, Lois was killed by the Joker, but instead of someone else killing Joker, Superman rips out Joker's heart and he decides that there will be no more violence or war in the world. He's going to end everything. Batman stands against him and they have a very long and drawn out fight. But he won't cross that line and just kill Batman. He is still the hero that we know deep down. That's why this is my favorite, because it shows him finally abusing the amazing power that he has. And that's it. Those are my top 10 favorite alternate Supermen. Now let me know in the comments down below, who's your favorite Superman? Is he on my list or did you pull someone off of another list? Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Comicstorian and check me out on Instagram at Comicstorian, and I'll see you guys next time right here.